Hi everybody and welcome back. Today we have this 2020 Skoda Superb and we're going to give it a first impression review. We'll go through some of its features. I'm not going to compare it to other models on this review, and we'll then take it for a short point of view test drive and see how it drives. Now the first thing we'll check is the boot, and I can tell you it's absolutely massive. It's practical too, being it's a hatchback. You get 626 litres of boot space. There are lots of hooks, tie-down hooks and tethering points. There's also extra hooks on the side and bag hooks where you can hang, well, pull-out hooks where you could hang your bags. There's a 12-volt socket, you get a first aid kit, and there's more storage underneath. You can also put down the armrest and put longer items through to the back seats. Let me just show you how. So going into the back seats, there's obviously plenty of room. Pardon the pun, but it's absolutely superb. So if you put down this armrest, first of all you get some cup holders, but there's also a little thing that you press, you pull, and when you pull it down you have access all the way through to the back. Being in the back, let's just check out the space. That's my driving position, and I could tell you that there is loads of room. I said I'm not going to compare it to other cars in its class, but this beats it by far. I think the only car that's close to this kind of space would be an Audi A6. It feels comfortable and airy back here. Funny enough, in this model you do get an ashtray with a 12-volt socket in the back. There's no lighter though, and you get a little tray over here. There are also storage bins in the door. The quality feels okay in the back. It's not the best, not the greatest, but the seats, these leather seats, are very comfortable. The comfortable seats continue onto the front, where they are electronically operated. There are 3 memory seat positions. They've also got lumbar support, and they are very comfortable, supportive all over. Talking about comfort, it's very easy to get in a comfortable position because the steering wheel does have reach and rake. Although it's not electronically operated, there is one small issue I found, and that is that the steering wheel doesn't go too high. That is the highest it goes. It goes low down, but that is the highest it goes. Bit of a shame really, but the steering wheel is leather and it's got a whole bunch of controls on it, which we will go through shortly. Ironically, they've named this model Superb, which is the first word that comes to mind when you describe this cabin. Everything is superbly laid out. It's all neat and tidy. There is a fantastic infotainment system which you can just swipe with your hand. There you go. And I only just discovered that, by the way. Oh, that's really cool. Didn't know you could do that. And it's also got shortcut buttons on the side. You get a physical volume button on this car and a physical tuning button. The climate is also superbly laid out with physical buttons and control knobs, which also feel very good quality. You simply turn the dial to turn up or down the temperature. You can do the same on the passenger side, or you can sync them to have the same temperature. You then have buttons to control which vents the air comes from, and you've got heated seats on this model. You can also control the climate settings from the infotainment system by simply pressing the menu button on the middle dial, and you have all your settings that come up. You can also preheat or pre-cool your car before getting in, as this is a PHEV. Being this is a first impression review, I haven't yet gone through this whole infotainment system, so let's just have a look briefly at what we got here. So we have a radio, which when you press it, okay, so you got presets in the middle. You've got station list, and obviously being a modern car, we have DAB as well. You've got your settings. Let's go back to menu, and you got navigation, which I think needs to be connected to Bluetooth for this to work, and I'm not setting up my phone on this car as I haven't got it for too long. You can control different things, different settings in your vehicle, and obviously you can control your phone from here. There's no haptic feel when you touch anything, so that could be a little bit of a distraction when you drive. Moving further down, there's a 12-volt socket together with a USB socket, a USB-C, sorry, and a little bit of storage space. On the side of the gear stick, you have different shortcut buttons, so you can switch between sport and regular. You have the E mode and the E settings on here, the hybrid settings, etc. You can also open the fuel cap by pressing this button. and you can open the boot by pressing this button. This is your parking sensors, and then going further back you have your handbrake, your lock and unlock buttons, and your start-stop when your engine start-stop when you get to traffic lights or other times when you stop. Going further back, there are 3 very small cup holders, which you can also close and tuck away if you have some kind of junk in there. You then have a nice leather armrest. It's good quality, lifted up to reveal a huge storage space. There's also extra hidden storage underneath. There's a USB socket in there and a light for when it's dark. Why am I feeling my bottom get hot? There it is, my seat warmers are on. The quality on here feels very good. As I said earlier, it's a leather steering wheel. There's soft touch materials everywhere. It's only when you go lower down that's more cheaper, scratchy material. There is loads of storage. The glove compartment is very big. You have nice big under armrest storage, and the door bins are also quite big. Electric windows, electric folding mirrors, your light settings. The steering wheel is quality. You have this chrome design that goes inside around where the hood is, and it works very well. You've then got different settings you can control. This is for your volume, and you can also skip tracks and radio stations. And on the right you can control different things that come up on the driver display. On this model we got good old-fashioned driver display units with a rev counter and a speedometer, your petrol gauge and your temperature. Now this car is a 1.4 litre engine. It's very economical because it's a PHEV. According to Skoda, you get up to about 200 miles to the gallon if you do it right. So what's it like? We've just pulled off. I've only just picked up the car from around the corner, so it's literally first impressions. And although I said earlier I'm not going to compare it to other vehicles, one thing I will compare is that, another thing I should say, because I compared something else before, is that the quality on this car, although the seats are, you can compare it to luxury cars such as the Audis and the BMWs, but when it comes to the ride quality, at the end of the day it is a Skoda. It doesn't ride as well. It's the same platform, same kind of car as a Volkswagen. The smaller Volkswagens and the Skodas are fantastic, but when it comes to the bigger cars like this one, it doesn't drive as good as an Audi A6, of course. That is so much better than this. But that aside, it's not a bad car to drive. And again, like the name suggests, it's absolutely superb. It's very difficult to fault this car. You don't have loads of power, but it's only a 1.4 litre engine, and you don't buy this car for the power or lack of it. This car you get for the space that it has, and that is the best in its class. You get this car for economy, and it's also one of the best in its class. And when it comes to those kind of things, it's very difficult to fault it, or even to compare it to anything, because it's absolutely, that's right, you guessed it, it's superb. The steering is nice and light, it's direct, it changes gears relatively nicely, you hardly notice it. Thank you, sir. And I gotta say, overall, it must be one of the most underrated cars that money can buy today. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review, this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and you have a great day.